My name is Tracy O'Neill, and I am the head cheer coach here at the University of North Texas. Yes, the NCAA Collegiate National competition in Daytona Beach, Florida is basically our opportunity in cheer to have like our bowl game, our conference tournament, if you want to think about it from an NCAA standpoint. These kids work all year on supporting their athletic departments, and so it's an opportunity for them to come together and actually compete for a national title on a grand stage. I started out as a cheer coach in the early 2000s, and I was a high school cheer coach in Mesquite ISD for 8 years. And then I took a year off and thought I was done, and then the North Texas job came available, and I am getting ready to start my 10th year here at North Texas.
So a full out is like basically where you go through the whole routine, do all the stunts, do all the motions, everything, interjections, yelling, flips, all that, like all together. And it's basically just going like performing the whole performance like as it is. Well, to start off, it gets your stamina up. So that's why it's so important to do a full out. Is the stamina is key because like after a while, like it gets easier and easier. And also it gets to help you see like, all right, what traffic jams are in the way. So that way you can fix that part. And also it's kind of gets you ready for just like the whole overall performance in the beginning. I think the hardest part overall is just that for the ending, like everybody's tired, we want to get over with, and we're just ready trying to basically push ourselves to the very limit, and then it's like a struggle to finish.
Oh gosh, okay, what does it take to be a North Texas cheerleader? I think it's a well-rounded, all-around type kid. Obviously we've got some required skills as far as, different game day elements we're looking for in jumps and tumbling, but I do see potential in some kids. Every year, I'll take, one or two kids that might be struggling on a skill, but I see the potential in, what they could be and what they, what I think that they could become. We are finally recruiting some super talented kids. I think it took several years to rebuild. This program was a powerhouse program, in the late 90s, early 2000s, after I graduated. And I think now we're kind of a destination. I think people come here and they see how fabulous it is, and they see the talent, and they see, what we're doing and what we're accomplishing. And I just feel like, now like people want to come to North Texas. It's not like their last resort school. And I think that in the next 5 years, it's just going to continue to be a destination, the home that a lot of kids want to go after.
2 years ago, getting second, it really humbled us. This year, we're just worried about ourselves and what we're going to do this year to make us better and not worry about our competitors. We're ready to go.
In the moment, I think we all thought we kind of had it, but it was a good eye-opener for us. It kind of fueled us going into the next season. So it's something that we constantly think about now. We can hit the best routine possible and still not get the results that we want, but we still think about it to this day, so it kind of pushes us to be better.
From the Mayborn School of Journalism at the University of North Texas, this is NT Daily News.
Thank you for joining us for NT Daily News. I'm Briana Bryant. Senior guard Javion Hamlet announced big news on social media last week. The 2020 CUSA Player of the Year took to Instagram to thank Mean Green fans for the past 2 seasons and announced his decision to enter his name into the NBA 2021 draft. Hamlet leads the men's basketball team to a historic first-round win against Purdue in the NCAA March Madness tournament this year. Nationals looked a little different this year for the North Texas cheerleaders, but that didn't stop them from finishing their season as national champions. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, the North Texas cheerleaders were unable to attend the NCAA Collegiate Nationals, hosted every year annually in Daytona Beach, Florida. But as you can see from their reaction, competing virtually did little to lessen the taste of victory.
And in second place, with a 96.2, Carlton State.
Head coach Tracy O'Neal did not hold back when approached with the task of bringing the beach to Denton, Texas.
I bought some tablecloths that were like beach scenes that we hung up on the wall to kind of recreate like the beach is on our left side, which if we were in Daytona Beach, we would be on the bandshell and the beach would be on our left. One of the things I know that all of the kids really love is, when we're on the charter bus coming in from Orlando, driving into Daytona Beach, is they love going underneath that big "Welcome to Daytona Beach" sign. And I pulled up an old picture that I had of that and personally painted a sign and hung it outside, the gym before prelim.
Despite not being on the beach, senior Jenna Gilbert was all too grateful to finish her last season as a national champion.
With being a senior and not being able to compete in Daytona for the second year now due to COVID, ending this year just with the unexpected and all the blessings that were brought to us by our coaches and everyone that supports us, it was incredible.
North Texas Cheer alumni were thrilled to be bringing a national championship back to Denton, the first under Coach O'Neal's leadership.
And they just were so excited. I think that this program has always been really great, but like any program, it's going to have highs and lows. And I think they were so excited to finally be back up on that high and to bring that title back home to Denton.
The future is bright for North Texas Cheer. With trials just around the corner, new talent and faces are jumping at the chance to be a part of this team.
It's like all of a sudden, we're on the map, which we've always kind of been on the map, but there's just something about when you win a national championship, people that weren't really thinking North Texas, they go and they start looking at our social media, they start looking at our YouTube channel, and then they realize like, holy moly, like this program is fabulous. This might be a good fit for me. So I think it's just going to do amazing things. It's just going to make our recruiting even more, bigger, bolder, exciting, and who knows, it's going to help us just keep growing and getting more talented kids.
This is the program's first national title since 2002 and fourth in program history. Following the organization's annual spring ball, the Black Student Union announced new leadership for the upcoming school year. The organization announced Jermaine J.T. Turner and Corey Valiant as the new president and vice president shortly after their last event. The organization has a history of strong leaders, and last year's president, Dylan Smith, feels confident handing off the torch.
Corey Valiant is someone that I've known since his freshman year. He was a BSU intern with us. And basically, I've seen him grow to the point where I know he is an effective and great leader. He has the passion to help Black students. He started his own Christian Black organization here at UNT. And those just are very good characteristics of just making sure that he's selfless. He wants to make sure that everyone at UNT is good before he even checks on himself. I'm Jermaine Turner. I actually have the pleasure, he is actually my BSE son, Black Student Experience. He's someone I've mentored since he came here his freshman year, and I've seen him grow as well to the point where literally I am leaving this totally in his hands because I know he's capable, I know he's amazing, and do the best job ever.
Asian American and Pacific Islander organizations are advocating against violence towards their community following the Atlanta spa shooting earlier this month. You can join in on the cause by purchasing shirts from the Asian Student Association. All proceeds will go towards helping the families affected by the recent violence. Early voting for Denton County ends April 27th. 4 Denton City Council seats are up for grabs in this election. Actual election day is May 1st. Polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Briana Bryant with NT Daily News.
This is Hustlers. Feature me, Tiana, fashion designer. Shop with me. Oh man. Okay. Hi, my name is Tiana McAfee and I'm a fashion designer and this is Hustlers. I'm the creator of Tiana's Customs, where I will be servicing in custom designs, tailoring, t-shirts, bags, hats, all that, you know. Yeah.
The support that I have shocks me, but I don't think it should shock me. Make sure you put it on vinyl or the right type of fabric that you're doing, or to mess up. I've always wanted to own my own business because I don't like to work for people. I never could see myself working for somebody. So making stuff for myself was always ideal. And I was like, okay, if I can make it for myself, I can make it for other people. What bow do we wear with the white uniform? Same one, right? Glitter. Glitter, girl. Glitter. I should probably put this on mute, right? People were very supportive, which was such a blessing. Like, people that I didn't even remember or forgot about would just tell me like how I was when I was little. Like, my friend from competitive cheer, she was like, oh my gosh, I remember when you were like 8 or 9 coming into competition, showing me your designs and telling me like what you were going to do in the future, and just to actually see you actually do it now is just amazing.
Listen, Linda.
I'm gonna listen.
When you fold it like this, isn't it supposed to be on this side of the material too? Yes.
When I fold it, it don't have to be on one side because you're going to cut.
I guess, Mom.
You have to listen, Linda. You better, girl.
I love working with my mom. She's the reason I started, first of all, like, infant, really. Like, she made all my clothes, and I watched her make all my clothes, so I was like, I'm going to be just like her. I'm going to do that when I get older. And it just progressively got bigger. And I just feel like that's where we relate the most, I feel like. And we enjoy our time together.
Well, I feel like I have my priorities straight, but like, it's going to teach me to have my priorities straight with my business. So like, in the future, I want to own my own boutique. I want to design, be the creative director for my brand. So like, starting now and having customers or like orders coming to me and like being consistent and knowing what I'm going to do, I feel like it's going to help me in the future. Oh my gosh.